the abandoned Mire, and fingers crossed, let's see if we can find a Kaya. There we go. We got the Cityscape Levelers. We just made a clue token, the Cityscape Leveler. Look how insane this is. Hardcast the Kick this command, and Kaya, Karlov Kaya for the win. Ladies and gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of the Man, and today we've got a Karlov chooser for you. Before we dig into the deck, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this, and it does help out the channel tremendously. I'd really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and dig right in to Karlov Kaya. That's right, I'm a big fan of alliteration on the channel if you are new, but we got Kaya. Spirit's Justice. This card is absolutely insane. Whenever one or more creatures you control and or creature cards in your graveyard are put into exile, you can take a token and make it that creature. That's right. It does not have to be a creature token. So what we want to do is typically get the Cityscape Leveler into the graveyard so that we can make a clue token or whatever you want. Any sort of token that you need. We also have the Sanctuary Warden, which can also go with it. But as long as you have a token, you can just use the +2, surveil 2, then exile a card from a graveyard. Now, the card becomes it, so you don't get to enter the battlefield type of ability. So that is kind of why I have these two powerhouses being our target. So Sanctuary Warden is an attack trigger. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, you're going to get a 1/1 and get the draw. But what we really want, whenever this puppy attacks, destroy up to one target non-land permanent. And as long as you've got fuel into the graveyard, you can just keep taking Kaya and just doing it over and over. So how are we going to get things into the graveyard? We've got 2 Malcolms and we got 2 Ronas, which is really nice. Allows you to dig into the your library, ditch away these Sanctuary Wardens and these Cityscape Levelers. We also have Raffine, because conniving, obviously you get to do that. We also have Kaito. So you do need Planeswalkers with the Sanctuary Warden, because that's how you really bust it, is you use loyalty counters to get rid of things and to create more tokens and everything. So Kaito, Emperor, and none other than Kaya, absolutely insane. As long as you have something, we also have Lazav, Wearer of Faces, so whenever this attacks, exile target card from a graveyard, then investigate. You can use Lazav to do the same exact thing. You can use Lazav to go in for Cityscape Leveler. Now, you don't really get the same type of ability here because it has to attack and then you do it. But if you have one laying around, you can sacrifice the clue token, and then you may have Lazav become a copy of that creature and then attack. So Lazav can also use the Sanctuary Warden and the Cityscape Leveler nonsense. We have Tesa, Opulent Oligarch, pretty cool. Also just makes clue tokens, and it makes creature tokens. So absolutely wonderful with the Kaya. Alquist, Proft, same thing, kind of investigate, and you can draw X cards and gain X life for those really grindy matchups. Karlov Manor is here. We are going to take Kaya. We are going to make this little inspector investigate. As long as you just drop a clue token, we're going to take Kaya, and we are going to just make free Cityscape Levelers and Sanctuary Wardens. I cannot wait to get into this. Kaya, absolutely amazing. Consider joining the channel. That would help me out as a content creator, and you'd be helping support me. Get ready to subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Trashy by choice? By choice? Wow, okay. Well, it's not really the greatest hand. I'm going to keep it. We do have this cute little surveil land, Meticulous Archive. So let's go ahead and see if we can just get into some more land here. And we do. So, okay, I guess we'll keep it. Alright, you got Undercity Sewers. Looking good. I'm still after some more land, most likely. Yeah, this is fine. Keep the land coming. We are all good. So that's what I like about the surveil lands. Already, the surveil land's kind of proven to be worth their weight in gold. I mean, just having that surveil and just seeing if you can get into land just alleviates so much anxiety. And now we've got a Kaito. Life's good.
I won't let Kamigawa fail my fail.
All right.
Bet you can't catch us.
Bet you can't catch us. Hopefully we can get into the Cityscape Leveler, and we got the Sanctuary Warden, and we got a token. So now all we really need is not lay down in arms. All we really need is a Kaya, and then we'll be cooking. Alright, so I think we're just going to go in for this. We can ditch the Cityscape Leveler. We don't really care too much. We don't have a token anyway.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
No secret I can't uncover. So, I mean, worst case scenario, we could just take the Gix's command and then just kind of bring it back anyway. But, let's see. Well, don't pick off my Kaito. Hopefully it is a... Oh, no. I was going to say, hopefully it's a Fateful Absence.
My head wasn't in it.
I was going to say, hopefully it's a Fateful Absence, because we can't really make too good use of the map tokens without a little bit of help here. So, Realm Breaker, the Invasion Tree. Oh my god, okay. We're going to need some serious help here. So, okay, Alquist, Proft, Master, Sleuth. This card is absolutely awesome. Let's go ahead and drop this thing. Whenever it enters the battlefield, you just get to investigate. Pretty cool. And if it comes down to it, you also could go in for the Sacrifice a Clue, draw X cards, and gain X life. So let's see what they got going on here. Do I want to use the map token? I guess I could. I guess this lets us kind of surveil. Yeah, I think I actually kind of do want to do this. I don't think they really have anything they can really play, right? I mean, what one planes can they really take care of this? And we get a Kaya. Let's go. Okay, this is awesome. Absolutely awesome. We got a Cityscape Leveler in the graveyard. I think what I want to do is just kind of, yeah, I guess we might as well use the map token, but I don't know, maybe we just keep the map tokens. We do need tokens for Kaya to kind of like cheat in the Cityscape Leveler. I mean, we do kind of need that, so. I mean, unfortunately, I'm pretty sure they're going to go for the Realm Breaker of the Invasion Tree, which kind of sucks because that gets rid of our Kaya. But, yeah, I mean, it kind of eats up their turn, though, right? I mean, like, am I really that upset? It's not great, but it is what it is. That really sucks, though. Obviously, if we had one more source, Fateful Absence, really annoying here. That really does suck, though, because I would have gone for a clue token at the Realm Breaker, but it is what it is. Let's go for the Sanctuary Warden, and we still have a shield counter here, so create a token, and here we go. Alright, let's see if we can maybe find a way to sneak back into our Kaya here. We do have plenty of draw with the clue tokens and the Malcolm, so still looking okay here. Obviously, the Realm Breaker looking a little bit sus. That's okay. I am going to, yeah, let's just swing in here. Let's just swing in. And I will take the Sanctuary Warden, that's fine. I do like the draw. The draw is a little scary just because they are trying to mill us out, presumably. The Wandering Emperor is fine. It's not really that big of a deal. If they do exile the Sanctuary Warden, it is what it is.
Run away.
You'll be safer. Yeah. Yes, we will. Yep, nothing I can really do about that.
You're done.
We are done, huh? Well, I have my own Emperor, so now I'm just trying to think how I want to map this out. So I can go for Raffine. Hold on, there's got to be a better way here, so I can go for the Wandering Emperor here. I just need 2 white, so we'll go white, black, blue. Yeah, whatever. As long as I'm holding up 2 white sources for our own Wandering Emperor. Okay, let's go ahead and cast this. Doesn't really have a board wipe. If they do, we have 2 forms of flash, so I don't think I'm really that concerned. Okay. I know we're kind of helping them out with like the Raffine and like the card draw here, but I kind of have to get into my plays. Man, that Kaya though, man, we really need that Kaya. Realm Breaker, it is what it is. Okay. Definitely flashing in our own Emperor here. We got to put damage on the board. Trashy by choice. So this is interesting though, because I'm not. The only reason why I'm really not that concerned is they're not running blue, so they can't run Jace. I guess that's that. And a Silex. Oh my god. Alright, so what they're gonna do is destroy all of their permanents. That's interesting. You know, if I can just get into a Kaya, we can blow up this entire board. I think at this point, I'm going to start alleviating away from the board. Let's go for a clue token here. Lazav, okay. Yeah, let's start doing this maybe. We do have 2 clue tokens even if we were to get into Kaya. And we do have the Abandoned Mire now. So if we go for the Abandoned Mire, we're looking good. We can actually, hold on. If we go for the Abandoned Mire just at sorcery speed, we can actually snag back our Kaya. And then we can just get rid of the Silex. I think I like that a lot. Let's do that. Let's do that. Boom. We're milling ourselves out a little bit, which I don't love. But here we go. We got Kaya, Spirit's Justice. We're going to go ahead and play you down. And now, look at this.
I like a good fight.
I like a good fight. Surveil 2, then exile a card from a graveyard. Of course, we're going to go in for...
Monsters know better than to hide under my bed.
I guess we'll keep the Virtual Percent. We already have one, like whatever. I don't think it's that big a deal. This is a big deal, though. Let's go in for the Cityscape Leveler, and I'm going to go ahead and make this little map token. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess we can swing off, sure. Boom, Cityscape Leveler, clue token. Alright, let's swing in here. Yeah, this is going to be what we have to do. I'm going to kill the Silex here. Yeah, we'll just go put it on the Raffine. I don't really care that much. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Urza Silex with the Cityscape Leveler. Absolutely wonderful. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And we got another Kaya. So I think from this point on, I think we'll just kind of do this. I don't even know what we really want to get rid of. I guess we'll get rid of this. Sure, whatever. All right. Putting enough damage on the board here. We got the Cityscape Leveler. Even if they do get rid of something else, we still have the Sanctuary Warden. I mean, there's a lot of things we can do here. But as long as that Cityscape Leveler Kaya combo is alive, we got rid of the Silex. Absolutely wonderful. Very, very nice. 27 life, and again, this Realm Breaker of the Invasion Tree. I don't know. I just not. If they're not running Jace and blue, like I'm just not that threatened by it. And let's see here. I mean, I think we're looking pretty good, all things considered. See, what am I really afraid of here? Do you have to be a little meticulous? Please. Kaya's not having it. She says, please. Wandering Emperor's gonna get rid of the Raffine. Okay.
Now you've done it.
Now I've done it.
Coming off.
Alright, so they go up to 10. They still can use this Power Stone token for the Realm Breaker here. But now, oh, this doesn't really matter.
Is final.
Oh, it doesn't really matter. Spring-loaded Saw Blades as well. Oh my god, okay. So, they got rid of all of our stuff here. We got a Cityscape Leveler that we can just kind of hardcast now. I think that's going to be the move. I mean, if we go for this, like, what can we really... Yeah, I think this is probably the move. How can we really discard anything? We could go for Sanctuary Warden and then go for Lazav. Well, let's kind of map this out here. Gix's Command, I mean... I don't have a way to give it... Yeah, let's just do this. Cityscape Leveler, and I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of... What do we really want to get rid of, though? I think we'll just get rid of the Realm Breaker here, maybe? Sure. Alright. Cityscape Leveler, and now what I'm going to do here is just create a little 1-1. A little simple 1-1 from Kaya.
I'm not afraid of phantoms.
Alright, so this is a little grindy of a game. We're not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. We got the Cityscape Leveler, which can be nice if they do get rid of it. Portal to Phyrexia. Oh my god. Okay. Portal to Phyrexia just kind of... We can get rid of the Portal to Phyrexia with the Cityscape Leveler. So it's not the end of the world here, but now I'm starting to sweat.
We greet our enemies.
Alright, show them how we greet our enemies.
Whoa. That one actually got through.
That one actually got through, Kaya. We gotta be careful. So let's go ahead and surveil 2, exile a card from our graveyard, and I guess...
With a little cunning, you can dodge death and taxes.
Death and taxes? That's pretty nice. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. We put a Cityscape Leveler into the graveyard. We already have one, but I am planning on going for this other one too. So let's go for the graveyard, get rid of one of our Cityscape Levelers, and make this map token. Yep, boom, boom.
I don't let anything slip through the cracks.
Nothing slipped through the cracks. Let's go. Virtual Persistence. I guess I could probably just drop this Virtual Persistence. Because when I swing in, this is an 8-8. Is there any way we can... I think this is just lethal. Yeah, Gix's Command, put 2+... Yeah, we're good. We're good. Gix's Command. Boom. Sacrifice creatures you control. 10 life. We don't even have to worry about your Portal to Phyrexia. Good try. Swing in. Trashy by choice. Good game. Kaya is broken. Show Hider. How we doing here? I think this is, it's an okay hand, sure. I mean, we got some removal. We got some life gain against, if we're going against mono red. I think we're gonna have to just do this. It's going down for our Plaza of Heroes. Goes well with our Rona. Hopefully we can get into some Kaya shenanigans. That is kind of the key of our deck here. Tenacious Underdog, kind of whatever. I would much rather have seen the Sewers on turn 1, but these Surveil lands, really, really awesome. And of course I shelled out for the new lands. Of course I did. But I think we're just going to go ahead and just, Rona's not very good here. Rona's actually not very good, considering that we've got pretty much all that we need. I'm actually just going to pass and just go for the throat. Kind of not sexy, especially with Tenacious Underdog being able to blitz back, but I think we're going to have to do this, and it's really unfortunate. I'm going to take the damage here for now, just in case we might go for the throw on something a little bit more menacing. So Tenacious Underdog, Graveyard Trespasser, oh my word. Alright, I think we're just going to have to. We kind of made our bed, we might as well sleep in it. Let's go ahead and do this. I have to pay 1 and discard a card here. Not great by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's going to be what we have to do here. I'm actually going to get rid of a pain land here. Maybe we go for... it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter too much here. Yeah, I think we're just going to have to do that. I don't want to do the underdog because it kind of feels like a waste. So now I've got a little bit of a decision to make. I think we could go for the Inspector, but I think ultimately we're just going to go for the Surveil. Surveil for a land. That's not a land. I think we're going to put away Kaito. Let's go ahead and get rid of you, unfortunately, my friend, and then we'll just go in for the Rona. Alternatively, we could have went for the Inspector and the Rona if we went for the Underground River, but ultimately I just don't really like that. Let's go ahead and just take this. I don't think our life is too much in peril yet. Deep Cavern Bat is going to take away our Wandering Emperor, so that really, really sucks. If they have another bat, they're going to get rid of my Gix's Command as well. Yeah, there's no way they don't take the Emperor, right? Unless they're sitting on like a duress. That would be really nasty. Alright, so Mono Black's still a formidable opponent. Let's see if we can kind of, see if we can get into the mystery here. They take the Gix's Command. Pretty strange if you ask me. I mean, now we can go for the Wandering Emperor. I mean, that's a little strange to me. I guess there's really no reason to go for the Emperor right now. I think we just kind of chill. And now we got the Cityscape Leveler with the Rona, so I think we just chill. Yeah, let's just chill. No reason to get too crazy. The nighttime isn't that great. We also are running our own Graveyard Trespasser, so I mean, like, okay. Wow, and nothing. Okay, well, let's go for the Rona here. I don't really care. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if they don't do anything. I'm going to definitely ditch away my Cityscape Leveler, and I'm still going to go for it. So, Wandering Emperor comes out to play. We do get another Rona untapped, which is nice.
I've learned much during my travels.
Let me show you. So they do have the Bitter Triumph, which I'm assuming that's what they have, or a Shelley's Edict or something like that. We don't get the full value, but it is what it is. Oh, Pile On. Oh, wow. Okay, I don't see a whole lot of Pile On here. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think I'm that bent out of shape. So we still have the Rona. I mean, as long as we get into like a Kaya, we do have our token.
Guards, to me.
To me. All right, Rona, let's go. Another Inspector. Okay, not the end of the world, but not the beginning of it. So now we got the Abandoned Mire. Pretty good here. Pretty good. I do like the Abandoned Mire. The Abandoned Mire we can cast for 1, so we can actually go in for the Novice Inspector. I think that's going to be the move here. And then we go for the Abandoned Mire, see if we can dig into something. And even if we don't, we can still get one of these back. I think that's going to be the move. So let's go ahead and swing in with you. Sure. Bang. We'll take 1 here. A little not great, but it's not the end of the world either. Let's take an Investigate, and now we go for the Abandoned Mire. I think we're looking okay. What I really want to do is get into a kayak. So you have the Cityscape Leveler. Alright. That's fine. Yep. Bang. And this is within reason. Like we can handle this. So I'm gonna go for Rona, see if we can draw into something a little bit crazier. See if we can get into our Kaya. That is not a Kaya, so we'll go ahead and ditch the Cityscape Leveler. We do need plenty of food for Kaya, if that is going to be the move. But now we go for the Abandoned Mire, and fingers crossed, let's see if we can find a Kaya. There we go, there's a Kaya. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and snag Kaya, Spear's Justice. Ooh, okay, there we go. That is exactly what we want to be going in for. So, now we actually, like I said, this clue token can become the Cityscape Leveler. So let's go in for Kaya. Spear's Justice. I think we may as well use Rona. It does come in attacked with a legendary creature here. Cut down. That's fine. We don't really care. We don't really care. The fun is just the beginning. So Shadowy Backstreet, we'll go rid of you. You have to come in tapped anyway. They both have to come in tapped, so we might as well keep the Surveil one. But yeah, we got Kaya, Spear's Justice. Here we go.
I can get rid of anything, living or dead.
Living or dead. And let's go for it. Surveil 2, exile a card from a graveyard. And, ooh, not really the greatest things here. I think we'll just get rid of both of them. I think we'll just get rid of both of them here. And again, your graveyard. No, we're going for my graveyard. And we got the Cityscape Levelers. Look at this. And I'm actually going to make the clue token the Cityscape Leveler. We just made a clue token the Cityscape Leveler. Look how insane this is. And because it's not enter the battlefield, it's whenever it attacks. So whenever it attacks is how we're going to do this. Bang, look at that. A Cityscape Leveler, blow up the Deep Cavern Bat. Ooh, that is so nice with the Kaya Spear's Justice. That is justice. Alright, so they're just going to chump block here. That's really fine. Maybe I got a little bit too giddy swinging in with that Inspector. Didn't really make a whole lot of sense, but nevertheless, let's go for the Shadowy Backstreet here. And we can do the same exact thing next turn. Let's go and get rid of you. Yeah, it's that. We don't really want that. Not even a surveil lands there. So we go. It goes back to being a clue token, which is not wonderful. But again, we have another Cityscape Leveler that we can just go for Kaya again. And even if we don't, we still go for the Gixis. We just hardcast the Gixis command and Kaya, Karlov Kaya for the win. Maggot Therapist, how are you doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. And looks like an okay hand. It's a little bit slow. We don't have a way to ditch the Sanctuary Warden, but that's okay. None of our beloved Surveil lands in our opening hand, but that's okay. We do have the Kaya Spirit's Justice, and I think that's all we're gonna need, baby. So let's go ahead and do this, hold up the go for the throat, and we'll be on our way. So now we got our Raffine, we got a way to ditch into the Sanctuary Warden or our Cityscape Leveler, and then we can go in for the Kaya's Justice. We just need a token of some sort now, but we will get there, because Kaya can actually just create tokens herself, so absolutely looking great there. Let's see what the Maggot is doing here. Maggot Therapist. Seneschal of the Sun is completely fine. Let's just go for the throat. Just gonna keep up tempo here. Gotta pay 1, which is never great versus aggro, but this seems to be like Mardu, so I'm not really sure what's going on here. But nevertheless, let's drop our Raffine's Scheming Seer, take a little bit of pain land, and hopefully we can ditch the Sanctuary Warden into the grave and then get a little bit of a token action going on here. Oh, hey, Raffine meets Raffine. Okay, we actually draw off Raffine. Let's go ahead and give a cheers to you, my friend, Raffine. I'm going to go ahead and swing in, and we're going to definitely be ditching the Sanctuary Warden. I mean, I could just keep it up this other Raffine. Actually, I don't know. It's close. It's close, but I think we'll get rid of this Raffine. Let's do that. Let's do that. We do have the abandoned mire now that we can kind of dig into, or a mill rather, not really dig, but I think this is pretty okay. I'm going to drop Kaya here. There's no way for the Raffine to realistically kill Kaya, so Kaya, Spirit's Justice, hello.
Glad to be here. Your problems are my profits.
Your problems are my profits. What a card. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm just going to create a token here. We can surveil 2, then exile a card and create from the graveyard. I'm just going to create a token here. There's no way they can really kill Kaya.
Sometimes people rely a little too heavily on the spirits, if you know what I mean.
A little too heavily? Oh, on the spirits, on the alcohol. Well, Kaya, you got some humor there. So, yeah, this is no problem. Kaya's going to take 2, worst case scenario here. So I don't think that's really that big of a deal. I'm not really looking to get rid of the Raffine as well. So this is like 4. I don't know what is going on here. It's like, yeah, 4 color. Alright, Spirits, or Souls of the Lost, not Spirits of the Lost. I could chump block here, but I don't think I will.
That one actually got through.
That one did go through, Kaya. I am very sorry. So, Kaito Larsis, not the end of the world. They are going to take away the Raffine here, but now I can, if I make the treasure token and ditch Raffine, I can actually cast Sanctuary Warden. Alright. I think that might just be the play here. So I'm going to drop the abandoned mire, and I think I might have to say bye-bye to Raffine, or I could just go for the throat. So, I mean, don't really have a good way to make a treasure token. So I maybe should have dropped the Sanctuary Warden. Kind of a rough call here. It's kind of a rough call. So if I go for the throat, kill you, ward 1, I just kind of get back my Raffine, and then Sanctuary Warden can be put on. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I think I lean towards this a little bit. We can't do anything sexy with Kaya just yet, but I think it's okay. I can swing in here, and I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna set up another chump blocker here. So a Kaito, unfortunately, we can't really place that down, which really sucks. I think ultimately I'm gonna get rid of the Kaito, and we're just gonna look to hardcast the Sanctuary Warden. Let's go ahead and do this. We kind of did that the first time. Let's go ahead and make the more conservative play here, and then just create another trump blocker. Okay. Unless I have 2.
Many shapes, but they all look like a payday to me.
They all look like a payday to me. That's right, Kaya. Let's go. Hopefully we can get our big payday here. We can't hard cast this Kaito. Like I said, we could have. But ultimately, I kind of think I prefer this. This is fine. I'll just chump block. We're not losing Kaya. Absolutely no way. We got the spirit tokens here. And they have the Belligerent. Okay, let's go ahead and chump block. Easy chump block. Subterranean Schooner. Okay, and now we are at a point where we can go for the Sanctuary Warden with Kaya. We can make this token a Sanctuary Warden. Pretty cool. If they don't have anything else. Souls of the Lost, they're actually going to sacrifice a land, which is actually pretty interesting. So now that is a 5-4, and now we can actually just hard cast the Sanctuary Warden if we really wanted. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this. I think this is it. Kaya's Spirits is Justice. Let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to Surveil 2 and then exile a card from a graveyard. Yeah, I think we're going to do it. Surveil 2. See if we can get... I'm just looking for anything that's not a land, essentially. So another Kaya and a Drag the Canal. I think we're going to say no to the Kaya, and I think we'll keep this Drag to the Canal. I think this is actually a decent card. I don't really have a way to kill stuff. Maybe I just get rid of this, though. I mean, that might be a little bit too cheeky. If we let's need something to die, I think we'll keep it. Screw it. We'll keep it. All right. So exile a card from a graveyard. So I'm going to take the Sanctuary Warden, and now we can make this token a Sanctuary Warden. Pretty cool. It's only until the end of turn, but Kaya, there we go. Yep. Ooh, that feels pretty good.
That's why so many stick around after they do. I'm going to go ahead and swing. This is a pretty big punch here. So I'm actually going to swing here and leave Kaya a little bit wide open. Let's go ahead and swing in. And our Sanctuary Warden, because we don't get the enter the battlefield type ability when it becomes this, I still like this. Well, let's go ahead and target Raffine because Sanctuary Warden's going to go bye-bye. And I'm going to actually remove a counter from Kaya. There we go. Bet you can't hit me again.
I don't think they can either, Kaya. So let's go ahead and do this. And I'm going to go ahead and I think we'll ditch the land. It's kind of close here, though. I think we'll keep Kaito. That's completely fine. Bang, bang. Down to 7 they go. And now I think we're just going to go ahead and cast another Sanctuary Warden. This is not a legendary, so we can just go ahead and cast Sanctuary Warden again. And this one will phase out and become a regular one. I think we'll go ahead and take Kaya off again. Another token.
Whoa, that one actually got through. Okay, so Grease Fang, what do they have in the graveyard here? Just a Belligerent. Not great here. So I don't think that's that big of a deal, though. Like, what can they really do? Look at the top card of their library. And we have these tokens for Kaya that we can kind of like reanimate as well. So nothing too crazy in the graveyard, but this is okay. I mean, I have chump blockers for absolute days. They only have 7 in the air, and we're gonna be. And so worst case scenario, we could actually cheat in the Spirit token with something else. So I think this is looking pretty gosh darn good. They're spending all their resources just swinging into Kaya, which is exactly what we want. I mean, I think only 2 sources here. I don't think they dropped their land drop for the turn, but worst case scenario, they have 3 land sources for us. I don't think that they're really going to be able to do too much here. I really don't. Sanctuary Warden has a shield counter on it, so we can do that. I'm not going to kill the Belligerent just because I can go that. So that's an easy chump block there. That's a block, and that's a chump. And then that just goes back to their hand. We kill the Schooner. Souls of Lost gets chumped. No trample, no nothing. Green is actually the only color they're not running here, so no trample for you. And Kaya is looking good. See, what in the graveyard can we kind of use with the Kaya? We could go for another Raffine if they were to kill it, but I don't think we really need to. In this case, I think the Sanctuary Warden shenanigans with Kaya was just enough to win. So we got the Sanctuary Warden. I think we're good to go. 7 life. Of course, they could have another kill spell, but Sanctuary Warden has the shield counter on it, so I think we're good to go. They're tapped out, basically. Think we're good. All right, so there's the land. So we got a treasure token and then just 2 land sources here. So I don't really see how they're going to be able to take away this thing. A Raffine for the dream, baby. Raffine, not a big deal, though. Not a big deal at all. 1-4. And let's see if we can kind of finish for the game here. I don't think we actually might not be able to. So with Kaito, we can kind of forcibly discard something, but we already exiled our, whatchamacallit, our Raffine. So I might just go for the Surveil 2. See if we can ditch something on purpose with the Kaya, So I want to finish the game here now. But if I just go for Raffine, I think it's just over anyway, right? But let's just see if we can do it for fun. I'm more thinking about the content, so Don't gaze too long into the abyss.
I guess we'll just go ahead and do this. Not that big of a deal. I want to make at least one more push, because it has to be in my graveyard. I can't take like the Souls of the Lost, right? Yes, whenever you control creatures in your graveyard. So, no big deal. We'll just go ahead and remove, I guess you. Even though we can't do the shenanigans with it, but that's okay. Alright, and I'm going to swing all, and I think as long as I take the Spirit token, they're gonna die. So,
Swing in. Sanctuary Warden's going to do its thing. Target attacking creature. Let's go ahead and use this little spirit token here. I'm going to go in for the Kaya just for a little bit more card draw. And now we got the Soaring City. The Cityscape Leveler is exactly what we want to be getting into. But that is completely okay. Let's go ahead and just discard. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Soaring City. Go ahead and bounce your Raffine. They're completely tapped out. That Ward 1 is easy peasy. And Kaya takes another head. Warmech, how we doing here? We got 2 Cityscape Levelers in our opening hand. Don't have a really way to deal with them. We're just going to roll with it. Let's see, we got the new Inspector. Hopefully we can use the clue token to kind of get into something. Lazav, Wearer of Faces. If we can find a way to discard away the Cityscape Leveler, it could get pretty nasty pretty quickly. So let's just go in for the Inspector. And Lazav, obviously more of a silver bullet, kind of like a more like a mid-range thing, because you do need to be able to, I mean, we can still drop Lazav, but typically we want to kind of cheat it into the Cityscape Leveler. It's kind of what the plan is here. So let's see what we're playing against. Recruitment Officer. So it's going to be the same boring nonsense. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. All right, let's go with Recruitment Officer. I think we can probably just go for the Virtue of Persistence. Yeah, we could drop, well, let's go ahead and do this. Let's drop Lazav, Wear the Faces. We can't do any of the, we can't wear any faces. But that's okay. I think we'll just kind of chill here. Probably could swing, but in case they do have, you know, some sort of, spot removal for Lazav, which I think they would be. I would want to trade the Inspector, so I'm not going to swing in here. So, there we go. I think this is better off trading than going for the Inspector. This is fine. Yep. Okay. So that worked out pretty okay. I don't really have to keep the Inspector now that we got the clue token here. So we got Teza, the Opulent Oligarch. Okie dokie. That's going to be an easy drop. Let's go ahead and drop you. We'll pay the life. And let's go. A new Karlov Manor card here. We didn't deal any damage, so we don't have the Death Touch action. So that is unfortunate. This is a silver bullet. Kind of hard to play around that. We could have kept the Inspector, but yeah, we could have gotten a free investigation, but that's okay. So now, what do we want to do here? I think that the plan is to go for the Virtue of Persistence, and then we can get an extra investigation here. But we also could just go for this clue token, and then we get a 1/1. I think we're gonna do this. Let's do this. This is extremely risky here. But if we can get into a non-tap land, we can go in for Virtue of Persistence. I mean, it's obviously very risky, but we do get a 1/1 this way. Oh, it does not pay off. That is pretty brutal. I can't swing in here. No, definitely cannot swing in here. So we didn't deal life, but next turn we can go in for the Spirit that flies. Kind of unfortunate, but we have to dig for land anyway, so it is what it is. Invasion of Gobekon, not great. So we're kind of sitting here with a really, really awkward Cityscape Leveler, or 2 of them rather. And they're probably going to go for the... wow, I thought for sure they're going to go for the Invasion, or the Virtue of Persistence, but they take the Wandering Emperor instead. So... whew, alright, this is really unfortunate. I think I may want to just chump block here. I know it sounds nuts, but I don't really want to lose my Oligarch. I don't really want to give them this either, so I think I'm going to just chump block. Does not feel good at all, but I don't know. I think given what we got here, a Thalia is fine. We still have the Virtue of Persistence, and now I'm trying to think here. What's actually the play? This thing can't block, so it's kind of nice. And I go for Virtue of Persistence. We do get to investigate this way, so now I'm trying to think. I think I am going to just go for Raffine. We want to get this Cityscape Leveler into the graveyard. This thing can't block, and they're not going to be blocking with Thalia anyway, so let's go ahead and ditch away a Cityscape Leveler, get up to a 3/4, and we are going to be able to get into a clue token here. So that is pretty good. Alright, drop this, comes untapped anyway, and now we get, because if we deal damage, we get the clue token. Okay, and we get a Cityscape Leveler into the graveyard. Hopefully we can get some Kaya action going. That would be... oh, okay, I mean... Horde of Angry Manatees, what a name. Alright, we'll go ahead and keep this. Wow, what a name. Alright. So now I gotta make a decision. Do we want to go in for our Novice Inspector? Novice Inspector. I guess we'll just drop the Shadowy Backstreet and we'll kind of put the Inspector on ice. Well, I don't know. I mean, do I take one? I think we can. If this is mono red, I would not do this just for the pain, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know if setting up for the clue token draw or going for the Shadowy Backstreet's better. Got a lot of land here, so I think we'll kind of do this. I think we'll be okay. Now I got the Abandoned Mire. Do I want to go for the clue token? I think I kind of do. Just kind of get the draw early, or we can go for the Surveil. But I think we'll just do this. Screw it. I think this is fine. We got the Gix's Command to kind of clear away, but if they have the Audacity, things are going to be looking a little rough. So they go for Calyx. Okie dokie. And yeah, this is fine. probably just going to let this go just in case they do get bigger. This is fine. It's going to have to be fine. We don't really have a choice, so. Let's go in for the clue token and see if we can dig into something kind of cool here. So, obviously, the Surveil Land's not really taking an impact early, because I made the choice to go for the Inspector, but I don't think I really regret that. So, let's go ahead in this, and we'll go for the Kaito. And you know what? I think I'm just going to draw.
The system can't fix everything, but we can.
It's close. I mean, we have the Gix's command. We kind of are we going to stall into the Gix's command, or are we going to? Yeah, let's just do that. I am nervous about the audacity.
Our eyes are everywhere.
Our eyes are everywhere. But if they get rid of something else and they go for the Calyx and kind of do this, I don't know. That's kind of gross. No matter what we do, it's a little bit gross. It's a hostification. At least the Kaito's gone. But you know, honestly, I don't even know if they really are that caring about that. So I think at this point, I do have to kind of just block out the Calyx, just because if they do that, they get a free ossification anyway. So I do have to chub block this. It is what it is. Oof. Okay. Another land. Okay, we go for the Soaring City. That's actually pretty good. Actually disrupts them quite a bit. So still no Shadowy Backstreet Boys for us. And let's just do this. That's fine. We have plenty of land to kind of ditch away here. Ooh.
I know something you don't know.
I know something you don't know. So Cityscape Leveler, I guess we'll just keep this for now. We got enough land to kill a horse. So I guess we'll just do this and hold up the Soaring City. And it is a little risky doing this because they could have the royal treatment. So this is a little risky here. Bark, bark. They are going to commit to the Naturalist, so maybe if they do go for one more, I think I'm going to have to go for the Soaring City. And again, if they have like the royal treatment, I think we're just going to have to just... Oh, ossification. Okay. We can deal with this. Kind of. So at least Calyx is kind of done doing its thing. I think we're going to probably do this. Calyx comes in as a 2-2, though. I want to make the full use of my Gix's command, so maybe we just wait.
You caught me.
You caught me. So let's do this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I mean, if they have a royal treatment, not looking good, but hopefully they do this, and then they just recast this, and this is a 2-2, and then we can clear the board with Gix's command. Oh, wow, and they put it on the Spirited Companion. Thank God. That was actually the best case scenario. So now we actually clear the Calyx. So if Calyx went for 3-3, they would have kept this. So let's destroy each creature with 2 or less, and you sacrifice, and we're looking good. Thank God they put that counter on the puppy. Thank goodness, because that would have been really, really nasty. So, and now we're looking pretty okay. Now we got Lazav. Okay, Lazav. So probably should have gone for the Cityscape Leveler in this regard, but that's okay. Let's go for the Backstreet Boys. Got enough land to kill a small village. But let's go for Lazav, Wearer of Faces. It would have been really nice to wear the Cityscape Leveler's face. But I think right now, I mean, we might just be able to hardcast it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're 2 off, but we have enough land for the Cityscape Leveler. Ossification's gonna get rid of the Wearer of Faces, which is fine. We're still, as long as they don't play a threat down, we're looking okay. So another Backstreet Boy. Hopefully we can get into a threat. I guess Malcolm, I mean, we could be greedy and say no. I guess we'll keep it. It doesn't feel great, but I mean, we're going to cast the Cityscape Leveler. Just hard cast it this time. And I don't think they have too many uses for this Power Stone token that we're about to give them. So let's go. Cityscape Leveler, typically I want to, I'm wanting to cheat this in, but we can just hard cast it. We can just good old clean hard cast the Cityscape Leveler. I think that's okay. Seal from Existence is unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, this is a very, very grindy matchup. I think we're just going to have to go for this is not the Backstreet Boys, but it is a Surveillance. What is up with all this land? We are getting flooded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's like 14 lands out of 20 cards. I mean, that is like absurd. Hopefully we can just get into our Kaya and just kind of make something going on. So now we got the Kami of Transience and playtime is over. So we got no more luxury of time. Let's go in for the Malcolm. See if we can dig into something pretty good here. Finally, we do get into the Virtue of Persistence. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and do this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We actually have 2 double Virtue of Persistences. This is absolutely wonderful. Virtue of Persistence. A little bit of lag there. And now we just go in for the Virtue of Persistence itself for the big boy. And now I think finally we're probably going to establish control of the board here. Seal of Existence. That is actually okay. This is, I mean, they're keeping it pretty close here. We can just drop another one and just take their own Kami of Transience. So I think that's going to be what we do here. Let's go for Malcolm. This is a very, very grindy matchup. See if we can get into something pretty cool here. I think we're just going to have to get rid of that. Let's go ahead and hard cast this Virtue of Persistence. Still got a go for the throat. And this has just been very grindy. Hallowed Haunting. Okay, so now, I mean, this is... Oh my god, Machiko's Word of Truth. This Hallowed Haunting could get really, really nasty here. I think we're just going to have to go for the throat this thing. Yeah, sure. Whew. All right, I think we're going to go ahead and take away the Kami of Chant. Well, actually, whoa. We can actually copy our own Virtue of Persistence if we get a Calyx here. I think that's actually pretty attractive. I think we'll go and put it on the Malcolm. And there's our Kaya. Okay, there's our Kaya. Looking good. Drop the Kaya. Surveil 2.
So I let myself in.
All right, let's go. We already have a Malcolm. I think Teysa can stay. Paying taxes, let's go. And we're going to exile a card from a graveyard. Let's go and get rid of the Kami of Transience. And now we're looking pretty good. Does suck that we actually kind of... We can get this back with the Virtue of Persistence, so it's not the end of the world here. And the Calyx can actually double up the Virtue of Persistence, but Kai is going to take it. Atticus, how are we doing here, Atticus? Looking like a pretty gosh darn good hand here. Let's go ahead and keep this. The Drag the Canal in this type of deck, sometimes it's a little bit funky, but really, really like this, especially if we have to make a chump block versus like mono red. Only running one, just because of how it runs. So, okay, we are presumably playing against mono red, so I'll go ahead and just keep this back here. Got the Backstreet Boys looking good. I guess we'll go ahead and do this. We do have to pay one. We have to pay with pain, which is never great, but we'll go ahead and keep this. If we have to make a chump block here, this Drag the Canal becomes very, very good. So Monastery Swiftspear, we're absolutely going to be doing this. So let's go see if we got the new Karlov Manor, Drag the Canal, and the Kamano. Yeah, here it is. I mean, Kamano, the Kamanos and the Mono Red, still a very, very good deck. It's going to be here for a while. There's nothing we can do. All we can do is chump block, and then we can go for Drag the Canal. Now that something died, we're going to go for Drag the Canal. We're going to gain 2 life, so we'll get a little bit back from this pain that we do. Surveil 2, Investigate, and create a 2/2. Pretty gosh darn good. So let's go rid of the Rona, and we'll keep the go for the throw. I think that's pretty good here. Alright, and now I think, let's go for the Backstreet Boys, just because this has to come in tapped, and then we can go for the Virtue of Persistence. That feels pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay. Fine. Ugh, I hate paying life versus mono red. Ew. Let's go and drop you, Surveil. See if we can get into like a Kaya or something. I don't think we really need land. I think we'll just kind of ditch it away. We're probably okay in the land department here. And we'll keep this to trade with one of these Kamanos. Again, though, looking a little, you're never comfortable versus mono red. Not 2 Kamanos, a Swiftspear. Oh my. Alright, let's see what you got here. If they have the Monster's Rage, pretty brutal. Let's see what they have first. Phoenix Chick, okie dokie. Phoenix Chick and another Phoenix Chick. And a Shock, my goodness. Oh, yeah, yeah, so I got the Shock 2 now going on. I think we got the Inspector. Got Inspector Gadget here. And then we can go for the Kaito, or we can kind of hold the go for the throat. Kind of awkward here, though. Think we're gonna have to I just don't see how we're really gonna be able to do this. So much pressure. I think if we go for Inspector, we can have a chump blocker, but Kaito lets us draw. I mean, dang, there's really nothing we can do. We're gonna have to just go for the Inspector here, and then just go for the throat on something. Like there's nothing else we can do. Maybe we can double block the Kamano. Let's do this. I mean, I just don't know what else we can do. We're gonna have to make a push at some point. Like, it's mono red.
Get in, get out.
Alright. Hopefully we can double block here. And they don't have a Monstrous Rage or a Shock or something, but again, it's a very, very tall task, unfortunately. We're gonna have to commit to it. This is what we were doing. They got the Monstrous Rage. They actually do not, which is pretty good. Okay, so that kind of works out. Whew. Very, very rough there, but I'm gonna go for the Kaito. We're not swinging in. No way. Don't think we can swing in here, so let's just do this. Ooh, and now we get an Emperor.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
There's no secret we can't uncover. Man, I don't know. I really do want to get into some more land drops, though, but I think we're just gonna have to hold still. Now we got the Emperor, which really helps, and we'll just pass turn. Just pass turn. Ooh, that's getting hot in here, mono red. Okay. Swing in. We're gonna do the thing. Emperor gets rid of a chick. Pretty good. Pretty good. I also could just go for a +1/+1 counter on Spectre, but I think it's a little bit too risky.
I'm not overconfident.
You're just
You're
underwhelming.
underwhelming.
All right, that helps out a lot. And now I'm trying to
I am
think.
almost sad to
I
see
think we're just
you
gonna have to
go.
take this again. It's very brutal, but like, do I just chump block or do I want to set up for the Wandering Emperor for a 2/3 next turn? They have 2 cards in their hand. We're gonna go down to 8. I gotta take it. I gotta take it. It sucks, but down to 8. If they had a Monstrous Rage, we take a little bit more damage. Okay, we're hanging in there. We really are. So I guess we'll just go for the +1/+1 so that we can threaten for another exile, gain 2 life. Still got to go for the throat. And
We've got the edge in this fight.
I think I'm... oh, God. I think I'm going to... I can't go for the Proft here. I think I'm just going to have to activate this ability. So that we still have to go for the throat this way. And plus we could just snag a land. We're going to need a little bit more firepower at some point anyway. So got another in Undercity Sewers. Let's do this. Let's see what we can get here with the Surveil. The Surveil is really, really relevant right now. A Rona. I think we're going to be a little stingy and put away that Rona. And for the Kaito, can we draw here? I think we're just going to have to +1 this. I don't really want to get rid of my Proft. Plus, it's not that great. And a Cemetery
What do we have here?
Cemetery Prowler. No, that's the green one. What the heck? That's like the green one no one plays. So I guess it kind of sucks, but we're just going to have to get rid of our Proft here and just hold up the Trespasser for the life gain. But all right, I think we're kind of moseying along as best as we can. Witchstalker Frenzy. Sure. Don't love it, but I think we're okay. 8 life. We still have a go for the throat, and we can go for the Wandering Emperor next turn if they don't attack it. Yeah, let's just go for the throat here. Well, let's wait. They're probably waiting to kind of see if they can do something here. And we do have 2 open for a clue, so they're probably looking at the clue token is the reason we're holding up priority here. Monsters Rage. Okie dokie. Yeah, we're just going to have to do this on the monsters. The monstrous little chick here. And then we're only taking 2, and then we can go for the Wandering Emperor and get rid of this etching. I mean, my goodness, this has been... It's still not... We're still not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination, but Wandering Emperor... Graveyard Trespasser.
You are not much of a roadblock.
And they give it up. That was sweaty.